Hey there, Luke. I just kind of wanted to talk to you kind of about the last game and the fact that it's kind of a positive thing that you get to turn around and play them so quickly. And I have one other question.
Are you talking about play last game or what are we talking about?
Yeah, to be able to turn around and play the Clippers so quickly after that last game 5 days ago. Is that beneficial for you guys?
We'll find out in a little bit here. This is a very good. This Clipper team. I mean, look, this is a very elite team. It's a championship contending, grown man, all-star MVP type of guys. So yeah, like we love that challenge. And we have to play great basketball to give ourselves a chance. But it's the only way to get better. So we're looking forward to the opportunity tonight. And we need to do a better job than we did last time we played them.
The other thing is, your guys' bench scoring in that game, it was the biggest discrepancy of the season, 62-26. And the Clippers bench, obviously, they were missing a couple guys. What do you guys need to do today to kind of turn that in the other direction and get more production from your bench?
Well, to be fair, the minutes for the bench haven't been very high for our guys. But look, we have a small window right now as far as room for error. And, I'm throwing guys out there pretty heavy minutes. We're a team, so we understand that when you're in, who you're in with, we have to get the job done. And we as a whole need to play better, and I think a lot of that starts with on the defensive end again for us. And we got to find a way to get teams to start missing some shots. And it's been our biggest struggle so far this year. Teams are shooting lights out against us, and that'll be the focus again going into tonight.
Marshall Harris.
Hey, Luke, just trying to get an update on Hassan. Did he make the trip? And what are your plans in terms of using bigs? I mean, I know he was sporadic in his play. He wasn't necessarily an every night player. How does that affect your rotations?
Yeah, we're missing him right now. He's on the trip, but he's not playing tonight. And, that rim protection that he provides is very valuable. We're pushing Shawn pretty heavy right now, and Metu's looked pretty good in some of his opportunities, but those are smaller centers, so we're definitely missing that big body down there to help protect our rim and help clean some stuff up when we get beat.
Law Murray from The Athletic, Los Angeles.
How you doing this evening, Luke?
Law, I can't hear you.
Hold on, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I have you now.
Sounded like a phone commercial just now, but anyway, I wanted to ask about Marvin Bagley. He is coming off of consecutive 20-point games for the first time in a couple years, and obviously he's had a challenging experience so far as a pro. And I just want to know what your approach to coaching him was, especially with the fact that because he's coming off of these successful games. Do you feel like it's just a matter of playing more, taking more shots, or do you feel like he's just really fitting in better with what you're trying to do?
Well, he's learning. He's learning a lot right now. He's actually getting some experience. That's been his biggest setback so far is just lack of playing experience in this league. And he's put together some nice games. But what I like most about the games he's put together is. He's playing. He's doing it within the system. As far as he's not just hunting points. He's not running to the post. He's keeping the spacing we're looking for. Playing the way that we want to play. So, I've told him many times that he can go out and score 20. He's that gifted of a scorer any night he wants. But can we do it in a winning way? Can we do it in a way that fits within the system of the team and helps our team win? And he's really embraced that. And, the last few games I thought were very, very positive for us to see as a staff, very positive for him and his teammates as far as continuing to grow as a group.
Jason Jones.
Hey, Luke.
Jason.
Hey, just in terms of defensive improvement, how do you measure and engage? Do you set like minor, like small goals, like let's get 5 stops in a row, let's hold a team under 30 this quarter? How are you setting goals as you try to get this thing under wraps?
Yeah, I'll settle for anything under 120 for now, Jason. I mean, it's that small of a goal would be good enough right now. But yeah, the message today is, again, like, this is a long season, guys. We have to continue to look to make improvements to where by the middle of the season, the end of the season, we're playing much better basketball. Like, we know that's where we are as a team. And to do that, we have to continue to just constantly be in our rotations, be in our coverages. We have to do a better job of guarding the ball one-on-one. We can't just get broken down as much as we are, because when you get broken down like that, there's no scheme. We have to be able to keep guys in front of us for a few dribbles and then make rotations. So, that's as I'm watching, and what I want to look to see is just more steady, constant play on that end, as far as consistently being in the right spots.
James Ham.
Hey, Luke, how are you?
James, good. You?
Good. Hey, you guys are one of 9 teams remaining that haven't been impacted, had a game postponed due to COVID, knock on wood. Just how much do you think that having such a long homestand during a really tough time has helped you guys? And what are you doing to keep your players like in their hotel rooms and safe at this time?
Well, I think being at home does make it easier. You got home cooked meals, you have family. So there's some things that'll keep you safer at home. But a lot of it, James, is the responsibility of the individual. And look, I've said many times, that sometimes you could do everything right and still come in contact with somebody. But every decision we make affects our whole group, and kind of just putting that responsibility on the team. And so far, knock on wood, like you said, we've been good through that. And again, it's just, it's tough. We're in LA. It was beautiful out today, but everyone's got to stay in your room. It's just what the rules are right now. So I think our guys have done a really nice job with that. And now we have to just continue to stay, consistent and continue to stay lucky, to keep the, that type of stuff away from us.
Jason Anderson.
Hey, Luke. Wanted to ask you about Marvin as well. You've talked about, the progress you've seen from him recently. What are the areas of strength you're seeing right now, and what's the next big thing you'll be looking for in his growth?
Well, he's starting to, understand rotations better. He's becoming a better help side defender. He still has to, the next step, which, will take some time. We got to understand that is constantly, putting out those fires. If we're going to have his size and length out there, he should be looking to come in and get block shots and rebound and push the ball. Offensively, a lot of his growth has come from his understanding of the spacing we're looking for, terminology. He's starting to shoot the 3 ball with a little bit more confidence. It's looking good, and he's taking the type of threes we want, which are drive and kick threes for the most part, feet set, and it's just those little things like that. And we'll continue to teach and watch and work with him on all those things. But it is good to see the amount of progress he's made in a short time so far.
Miriam Swanson from Southern California News Group.
Hi there. Welcome back to LA, Luke. A question for you about sort of Kobe's lasting impact on the league, and just sort of how you might see his influence, like carrying on with his shoes or guys' moves, just the inspiration he's given guys. Like, how do you see that playing out around the league?
You broke up a little bit, but you were asking about Kobe's. Is that what you said? It was Kobe?
Yeah, just sort of his lasting impact in the ways you see that transpire.
Yeah, I mean, he was the guy that a lot of this generation looked up to. And I think, just like great players before him, you see the impact Michael Jordan had on him and the way he played the game. I think you see guys, from whether it's his moves or, you hear a lot of the guys talk about Mamba mentality and just, the absolute, the work ethic and confidence and ability to hit huge shots. I think are things that a lot of the young players are constantly striving to become. He has he's left a huge impact on the game, and he's influenced an entire generation of players.
Tony Harvey.
Hey, Coach Walton, how you doing this evening?
Good, Tony.
Just want to ask you just one basic question. Pneumonia, Bagley, his shooting averages are below his career averages this season. Is he going to play tonight? And is this, with the game, with the Kings speeding up, running the floor a lot more, is that kind of like affecting this game, or can you explain that?
No, so I'm not going to play Belly again tonight, and me and him have talked. Again, it's we're on the same page as far as where we're at, but he's there's some he's not playing due to lack of trust with us. So there's some personal stuff, and I'm just going to leave it at that. But we have been in communication, and we are very confident in the player that he is still. So, but we won't see him again tonight.
All right, last question for Coach tonight. Cam Buford, LA News Observer.
Hey, good evening, Coach. I got a couple questions for you, if you don't mind. My first question is, you talked about wanting to keep teams under 120, and that defensive side of the ball, is that a confidence or commitment thing? And secondly, I want to ask you about Darren Fox. His effective field goal shooting percentage is the highest of his career at 52%. How much do you take credit for that? And then what else would you like to see him develop throughout the season?
I'll start with, I feel like I've already forgot the first part of your question, but Darren, I don't take any credit for it. Darren gets the credit for it. He's still feeling his way out. He's still going to continue to get better and better as a player. He put out stuff from day one. He put a ton of work in this offseason. And anytime that guys, with his skill set, his talent level, put in the work, eventually that's going to start showing up on the court. I thought the last game for him was a good example of that. And he's obviously not going to go for 40 and 10 every night. But he did some things last night that I think he can do consistently as his career continues on. And, that's a product from a young man that works very hard and wants to get better. What was I forget? Tell me something about the defense.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier that you were looking to keep the defense or keep teams under 120 points. And then speaking on your defense, is that a confidence or commitment issue?
Well, it's probably a little bit of a lot of things. Honestly, confidence comes with success and work, and our guys, we're trying to get the job done. We just haven't seen results yet, so we got to continue to press that. There's a lot of different parts of the defense that we're getting hurt on right now, including teams just shooting the lights out against us from distance. Watching. Going back to this last Clipper game, and I know it got away from us there in the second half, but we contested a ton of three-point and mid-range shots, which is what we're trying to accomplish as a defense, and they just made everything. So, part of that goes into it, but the more success we have as a group, the more the confidence will grow. But we have to continue to make it a priority for us as a group.